Abandon all hope, ye who listen. It's the Nether Region Podcast. He's the bus stop bathroom of people. Please welcome failed comedian Ian Hamilton.
Why? Is it because I ate dog food as a child, like we talked about a couple episodes ago?
You look like you consist of 7-Eleven hot dog rollers.
Oh, man.
You look like a 7-Eleven hot dog roller.
Yeah, you know what? There was a little while where I ate that pizza pretty much every day.
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah, and it was old and I didn't care.
But you look like a bus stop bathroom. You look old, used up, you're dirty.
I'm definitely greasy.
You're very gross.
I mean...
I would only ever consult you if it was like dire. I would only go near you if it was like dire straits.
I don't know. I imagine so much oozing... Not sewage, but like slime, like green slime on the walls.
Yeah,
you know. So I don't think I ooze that much. Though I do ooze.
Okay,
I'll give you that.
Right. Well, congratulations.
Anyway,
that's a good superlative. Anyway,
I'm your co-host, failed comedian Ian Hamilton, and I'm dead and in hell. With me here is my devilish tormentor, Art Brimstone.
Flush noise. Insert flush noise here.
Who forces me to relive my failed comedy dreams on Earth by podcasting and interviewing the living and the dead about their personal hells, as well as perform the worst torture of all time, improv comedy. Ugh. Yuck.
Why can I not say that?
Gross.
The bus stop bathroom of art forms.
I mean...
Hey, everybody, we're improvised bathroom.
Improv is a lot like a bus stop bathroom because it is either pristine or completely disgusting.
It's either Buc-ee's or it's fucking like the
I don't know, somewhere in the
quick stop that I took a shit in Milwaukee one time when I was rummaging around on Earth.
Yeah, I was gonna say some middle of nowhere
when I was doing my Hell Springer up on Earth.
Like 100 miles away from like Wall Drug in South Dakota or something, like middle of absolute nowhere bathroom. There was one place in Texas I went into that was covered in beetles.
Ooh.
They looked like cockroaches. So my friend was really freaked out. I was freaked out, but I at least knew they were just big, disgusting beetles.
On a scale of Buc-ee's to the train spotting bathroom, where do you think that one ranks?
You know what? I know I'm a movie guy. I've never seen Train Spotting because...
You hear that, Danny Boyle?
The one time I was watching it, I was with the girl that I made out with at the strip club that we've talked about on the podcast.
Famously at the Pony on the border of Missouri, Illinois.
That's right. And I was trying to convince her to sleep with me. Now, I was about 20. No. I would have been, 19? Yeah. So, never seen Train Spotting. I can't believe she's come up twice in several weeks or several podcasts. But yeah, so I've never seen it.
All right. Let's get to the...
All right. So as all of our listeners know, even though nobody listens to this podcast...
That's right.
If I guess your true name and how I died, I get to escape hell. And I think that your real name is probably Hell School Dropout Art Brimstone.
Go back to high school.
Yeah, that...
Call me Frenchie.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Actually, I'm going to put on my little pink wig.
Because I'm dead and in hell, you know, like I had
Hell School Dropout.
Beauty
go back
school.
to high school.
Yeah, it just stuck on a loop in my head, but only the words I can remember. So it's like a verse and a half.
Right. Well, Ian, I am a little stinker, but I'm not a little greaser. Okay. Sorry.
And I think that how I died was I finally flossed for the first time and bled to death right then and there.
Why would doing a Fortnite dance cause you to bleed?
No.
Thank you.
No, I'm talking...
Today's guest like that one.
Michael Scott, January 1st, bam, blood everywhere.
You humans, man, you need to floss a lot.
I know.
Are you one of those people who thinks dentistry is a conspiracy?
No.
I actually have a lot of people in my life that are like that, and I'm like, what's going on?
Well, in your death, but or whatever, you're not dead. I don't know what the fuck you are. But actually, you know, a lot of modern dentistry is because like we eat so much sugar too. So, you know, like that's why we need to brush our teeth and floss so much.
I believe it. And sometimes, you watch that human show Survivor, and all I can think about sometimes is like, God, their breath must fucking stink.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
There's no hooking up in Survivor, is
There is
there?
lots of hooking up in old school Survivor.
There shouldn't be, because
Well.
that's not quite as nasty as a truck stop bathroom.
Well,
but
Candace from the Gato tribe got it on with one of the other fucking dudes on that tribe. I watch a lot of TV. I got a lot of time down here, Ian. Anyway.
Yeah. And you have to watch how humans survive things
Well,
so that you
I
know
have to watch
how
about human behavior.
how to hurt me, right? Speaking of hurting me, this week you tormented me all week by drowning me over and over again in Nutella so that I would never have a taste for it ever again. Like, when
right.
you eat so much of something good and then like
Yeah.
you throw up for whatever reason.
Right.
And then for the rest of your life, you're like, can't eat it. Like in 4th grade, I ate a bunch of brownies and puked it up. And then for like 5 years, I was like, I don't like brownies.
Man, you've had a tough life, dude.
I know.
I'm so sorry.
I can't believe that I'm down in hell.
If anyone did listen to this, they would be pouring one out for you, dude.
They'd be pouring one out, huh?
Yep. It's a human phrase. I'm pretty cool.
Pouring one out for this guy. That just means coming. There, I said it.
Oh, boy.
That's our first come.
Ian, is there anything else on our up top thing that we have to cover?
Did I talk about shit yet?
You just did.
There we go. We got it all out of the way
got it all
early.
out of the way.
Coming and
Those
shitting.
of you updating the Nether Region Pod Wiki.
Yeah, just so many fans out there just labeling the minute
Right.
in every episode that we first bring up cum and shit.
Let's be honest, Ian. Today's guest, I mean, you're not a very cool guy.
No. Oh, this is a hell of a segue, by the way.
Yeah.
Keep going. No, this is a hell of a segue.
Thank you. Oh, there he is on his little segue. I gotta take that thing away from you.
Yeah, it's the only joy of my death.
Today's guest started the Salem witch trials,
What?
and well, let's just say she doesn't really feel very bad about it.
What?
Yeah, please welcome Abigail.
Hello.
Hi, Abigail. Sorry that you have to be here.
Ew. You guys are being so gross and so disgusting.
Come on.
There's a lady here,
Oh, jeez.
a Christian woman.
Well, yeah, I mean, a lady maybe for the time that teenagers like kind of weren't invented till the early 1900s.
Yeah,
so
they weren't
you were a
invented,
lady
famously.
back then, but like I wouldn't call you like a lady,
I stopped listening 30 seconds ago.
Fuck.
Ian, this is you, Abigail. You are a bit of a, let's just call it, a bit of a mean girl. Come on.
That's
pouting.
not how I see it at all.
Okay. Well, then give us your side of the story then.
I would consider myself the nation's first influencer. Someone with a big idea who got the word out and made things happen.
I mean,
Okay.
the things you made happen were horrific. and
I mean, I love it. I'm
plenty of
all for
innocent
it.
people
Thank you.
died.
But you've kind of been down here a long time, and you're kind of notorious down here. But you did start the Salem witch trial.
Because I felt like it.
Okay.
And I'm allowed to do what I feel like.
And you're mononym famous down here too. You're just Abigail.
The Abigail. I know.
I mean,
know.
that's
There's a lot of Abigails in history.
That's true, because there's a lot of people that are famous on Earth, but like for that fame to come down to hell, actually, I'd never really heard of you while I was on Earth, but in
Okay,
hell,
I don't believe
everyone's
you.
always talking about it. Well,
I don't believe you.
well, I'm from Chicago.
Okay.
You probably
I'm
don't
pretty
know
sure
what
they
that
know
is.
about me in Chicago.
Okay.
If wherever that is.
You know what? I never read a book about it. Maybe you're in one of the books.
Anyway, what's up with you?
Wow. Okay. I wasn't prepared for this. I don't want to fail. But Abigail, you started the Salem witch trials. You famously you don't care that you got everybody in your town kind of burned at the stake, right? I mean, like, why do it? Why?
I felt that everyone in my town was incredibly jealous of me.
Okay.
And I felt that in order to expose their lies, I needed to spread some lies of my own.
Okay.
And unfortunately, there was a ripple effect, but it was not my fault that I did not know how powerful I was
Okay.
and the influence that I had in my very small town. So, yes, people died, including my boyfriend. I love you, John Proctor. I'll never forget you.
Okay. So you
Oh, I've heard of him.
John Proctor. Oh, you know John Proctor?
Well, Daniel Day-Lewis played him in the movie.
Whatever. I don't even know. He sounds
You've never-
old. He sounds
he
old.
won
I don't know who
3 Oscars.
he is.
You've
Okay.
never heard of him?
No. He didn't make it down here.
Well, he's an angel. Not the way he dresses.
You're still pining after your ex.
Of course.
Okay.
And I know he's probably thinking about me too. If this gets to you, John, I'm still here. I'm so sorry about all that stuff I did.
All right.
Whatever. Just clip that and send it to heaven.
Well, okay. All right. Well, I guess I got to make a clip of that now. And send it up to heaven.
we know the ambassador to heaven, so maybe she could.
All right,
If anyone could get the word out, I would really, really appreciate it and just make it known to him that I'm very sorry.
Abigail, listen, we're not here at your beck and call to just kind of like do whatever you need.
I'm literally bored again. What's up with you?
Huge eye roll.
You
from
know
Abigail.
what's not going to bore you is if we open up the floor for you to tell us about yourself.
Oh my
right?
God, I love talking about myself.
Right. So bring us back. Bring us back to those days. Like everyone was lying and you hated them. Like what happened there that they brought you to that?
The year was 1692. The fall air was crisp.
Wow.
I looked super cute.
Okay.
You can just imagine.
No.
Well, I had like a cloak and like the thing, like kind of like a Puritan, but like a
Right.
baddie, you know.
A baddie.
Like a Puritan baddie vibe.
So how do you rebel as a Puritan? Like what little trends do you do to like,
I doth say she's quite caked.
like you're not like going goth, are you? Goth.
No.
I don't know why I said it like I was from New York.
I would just do like chill, casual things, like start small little fires and like destroy little towns.
Yeah. You famously put satanic effigies in the lockers of all your classmates as well.
Of course. I had a lot of free time. The cell phones did not exist yet. I had no TikTok. And I loved crafting. Ultimately, it's because I love
Yeah.
crafting. So that's when the effigies started and the crucifix. And then I would just start little fires. And then all of a sudden, people were like so mad at me, which is rude because I'm like, ultimately, I'm a girl's girl. And nobody wants to believe that because I did get a lot of my female friends killed.
I was going to say it led to a lot of female death, torment, torture, murder, killing.
and my own.
Sure.
So it kind of evens everything out, don't you
I mean,
think?
do you think it's like you were a young woman coming into your power and you just didn't know how strong you were?
I think that implies that I did something wrong, and I would hate to go with that narrative because I feel like that's really like just the way that people portray women, especially women who are independent and have a mind of their own. It just like it feels like the tone here is really accusatory.
I just feel like maybe you've been through some kind of PR training or something like that because you're really good about talking around the fact that you got these other women killed.
I just feel that like assigning ownership to a 16-year-old girl who couldn't even hurt a fly doesn't really make a lot of sense to me.
Okay,
That's true.
Abigail. Don't give me those crocodile tears or whatever they're called
What?
on a human phrase. You've been down here going live on Instagram and TikTok talking shit about a lot of famous dead people and demons, but you always like never directly state their names. You're always just sort of like you're like subtweeting them.
They know who they are.
You're like, I know someone. They're a famous chef. They're from France. I won't say who they are, but I blah blah blah. Like that's
It's not my job to name names, okay?
right.
But
Yes,
it's my
but you
job
have-
to drop information.
And to like
Millions
speak your
of
truth.
undead followers. You have millions. You have massive influence.
I love you guys. My little crucifixes. You guys ride so hard for me, and I do not forget you. And I know.
Yeah.
Light a candle for Abby.
That's right. You've been pushing a new line of vape flavors like used pool Band-Aid,
Yeah.
pickle juice, fart emoji. These are all different vape flavors that you've been pushing on your followers.
They love me. They trust me, and I trust them. It's a mutual. It's a give and take. It's a two-way street, and it's a connection. And you guys literally wouldn't understand it because you literally don't even know what it's like to have fans because you literally don't even have fans.
We don't even have listeners. So you're right. I mean, you have an
I don't.
undead
Why am I
horde.
doing these chicken shit gigs? Like I don't understand. I don't understand.
Okay.
Hey! All press is good press.
We're at least owl shit. There's like mouse bones and other little things in there.
And sorry for swearing. I am ultimately a Christian, so I take back those swear words that I said, but the sentiment remains.
That's,
Okay.
okay, that actually is very Christian of you, where you're saying you're sorry, but you're not actually apologizing. You're like, sorry, I'm not sorry for swearing.
You are basically like the bless your heart or bless their heart of like the influencer.
Yeah, you're
world.
Minnesota nice.
I'm Boston bitch, okay? That's who I am.
Well, then
That
just
is one
own
of your
it.
hashtags that you
Yeah.
like to own.
Hashtag Boston bitch, hashtag sorry for cursing.
Literally cursing.
The fans like it.
You've literally cursed people to death. I mean, that is like you've done this.
I saw what I saw. Sometimes you don't even know what it's like to have delusions so strong that you start to believe them, okay? I felt that I saw Goody Proctor being a witch. And so I had to say, Goody Proctor's a witch, Goody Proctor's a witch. Maybe it was a vivid dream that I had.
Right.
Maybe it was a story that I misunderstood. I was 16 years old. My prefrontal lobe isn't all the way together yet, okay?
Right. And
Mistakes happen.
Since you died when you were 16, then you're still not developed your prefrontal lobe.
Well, you've been dead a long time.
Whatever it is, it is. I'm not saying that I'm all the way developed or all the way not. I'm simply saying that accountability is not a thing I'm ever going to take. So if that's something we're trying to get me to do, we can I guess move on to the next question.
Oh boy.
I mean, it is interesting.
Teenagers.
You just told yourself one thing over and over again until it became true. And that's what started the whole thing?
And that's what my fans love about me so much is the power of manifestation. And I
boy.
teach them you can manifest anything. You can get your whole town killed. You can get your ex-boyfriend's wife to literally be hanged. I mean, come on.
You were really big about The Secret. That was like a thing that you kind of pushed down here, and it actually made its way up into Earth. Manifestation, The Secret.
The secret vision boarding. I had my ex-boyfriend, well, I guess he considers me his ex. I consider him my one true love, John Proctor.
You still think you're together?
Ultimately, we never formally broke up.
Yeah,
I was going to say,
he just died.
He died.
Doesn't he have a wife and kids too?
But
You're literally pissing me off so bad right now when you bring that up. It's like, why do you guys want to take me there? I'm trying to be very nice and very respectful, and I don't want to do this.
I don't think you're trying that hard to be nice and respectful. I'm not going to lie. Like,
wow, Abigail's now pouting, sitting, arms folded.
I wish
Taking
I
a
could start
breather.
a fire here, but it doesn't even matter.
I'm manifesting a fire.
I mean, there are little fires all over the place, which I think is an HBO show. No,
Little
Hulu.
fires everywhere.
Little fires everywhere. Thank you. But so like you could go get a little bit of that, but I've been burned, literally burned so many times.
Yeah.
What does it even feel like anymore? I'm trying to think of a time that I told myself one thing so many times that I began to believe it.
That you could become an actor in New York.
Or like be super successful or something.
That's true.
That was probably like a big lie you told yourself a bunch.
Yeah. Failed. I think for writing, especially. I mean, I had only ever taken one screenwriting class, but I told myself for years I could write a good screenplay. And I wrote 2 screenplays and many half screenplays. Okay. And I really kept saying, no, I'm good and I will finish it this time.
Yeah, you're just like not a finisher. I see things
Why do
through
all the
from
women
beginning
tell
to
me
end.
that?
I just see things through from beginning to end, and that's.
I
You
mean,
saw
I gotta
one
say,
thing through from beginning.
wow.
I was 16. If I had more time, I could have literally been like the next Genghis Khan. I could have started a war. I could have led the troops. I could have been anything.
You could have fathered so many children.
Yes,
that,
everyone would be
half of
related to
people are
Abigail.
related to you. Yeah.
I could have done that. Maybe that'll be my next life.
I'm sure. Well, down here there's plenty of incubus and succubus, right? And they can kind of change between. So a succubus, can take somebody's sperm, turn into an incubus, and then use it as their own sperm. And I'm just wondering if maybe you could do something like that.
Well,
I
rather
shouldn't
than-
be helping.
Yeah,
I shouldn't be
rather
I
than
helping.
do
probably
that-
could. All the succubi are literally obsessed with me. They're my
Okay.
biggest fans. They all follow my page.
Yeah,
They're always in my
that's true.
TikTok comments. So I would assume that if the succubi were able to start a next generation of people all spawned from me, that they would, because they are just like really big fans.
Well,
of
here's the
me.
thing, Abigail. I've tried to comment on a few of your posts, and I've tried to attend a couple of your influencer parties, and you're always you and all your followers are always saying things like lose this number, and you're always trying to like ratio me in the comments. I'm a little peeved.
Yeah, it's just we hate to judge people. We literally hate to be judgmental. That's not what me and my fan base
Okay.
are about. Or none of my Boston bitches love to judge at
right.
all.
I don't know. You have bitches right in the name. That's pretty judgy.
I'm literally not even listening to you anymore. Anyway, it depends on like the vibe check,
Okay, so
I
I
think
don't
sometimes
pass
people
the vibe
don't
check.
pass the vibe check. But you can always try again, and I think that's what's fun. And you could even manifest being cool or something.
Okay, well, how can Ian and I pass the vibe check? How would you? Because I'm just a little red stinker devil guy. Like, I feel like I'm pretty much like, when you think hell, you think little red devil stinker guy. So, like, how can I pass the vibe check?
How come my vibe is... everyone tells me my vibe is off just because I talk about shitting my pants in 8th grade and making out with women at strip clubs and other disgusting, deplorable things I've done.
Yeah.
Do you want me to be like really, really honest with you?
Give us the honesty, Abigail.
But I'm scared because I like don't want to be mean at all. But if you guys said that I could be honest, then I'll be honest. But I would just hate to be mean.
Now I feel guilty.
I could push you till you're mean and you say it if you want.
Okay, then I guess I'll say you guys just have an aura of like sadness and patheticness about you or something that me and my fans just kind of are really... It's not that we don't like it just makes us sad. And we like hate to be sad.
Yeah.
That's all. That's all. But if you like fix that or something, then you could totally come hang out with us. And we wouldn't even make fun of you or anything. And maybe I'll have a party and I'll invite you guys. And you guys could just show up at the party or something. Wouldn't that be funny?
Wait, you'd invite us to a party?
Yeah. You guys could totally come to one of my famous parties.
You could make fun of me the whole time. I don't even care. I just want to be invited. I just want to go. It's been so long since I've had a nice time or even a medium time. It's been an eternity.
Then you should totally come. I'll throw a party just for you guys.
Why do I feel like this is going to have a different address and we're going to show up there and we're going to get like gacked or slimed or something?
Pig's blood.
Yeah, we're going to get carried.
Yeah.
You're going to carry us.
I love her.
Literally, even to be invited to a party and get carried, I would be so
Christ, and have some self-respect.
Perfect.
You've Nutella'd all the respect out of me, okay? You have literally cut all of my flesh with a deli slicer and fed it to people and told them, hey, you want to eat garbage? Have fun eating garbage. This is garbage.
And then they're like, I'm like, well, then they're always like, well, can you make it wet? And it's like, what is, and then I got to go get olive oil and vinegar and I got to make it wet.
Right. And dip.
And I got to do it Mike's way. And I'm like, who the fuck is Mike?
Well, there's a lot of Mikes.
You need to stand up for yourself more. You need to stop letting him treat you this way. It's literally making me so embarrassed.
Well, but I have like this little dog collar on that he zaps me with if I do stand up for myself.
Abigail, I'm curious too. This is making me feel awful about myself and how uncool I am. I'm not that old, okay? Some would say by human years, I'm only like 32, which is still pretty young.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Oh, that's like so embarrassing that you said that.
Well, that's not what I am in devil years.
32. Okay. Oh my God.
But it's my human years.
You've been dead for like 400 years.
Whatever, I'm 16 and I'm always going to be 16.
That's actually, honestly, that is a great case for dying young.
What?
Thank you.
Right?
And everyone in my town who died young because of me should thank me for that.
Wow.
They are covered in those burn marks, though.
Whatever. I bet in heaven it'll be fixed. I wouldn't know.
I'm curious. You've brought up your ex. What are some tactics or methods you might use to try and get your ex back? I know that you guys aren't technically broken up. Wink, quote unquote, quote unquote. But what are some tactics you would employ to get your ex back?
I think there's nothing too far, okay? The limit does not exist, okay?
That's true. I mean, you got a whole town killed. Like, when are you going to stop?
It's so
Never.
annoying that they killed him. I was like, ugh. They just went one too far. But you can get his wife killed. You can get his family killed. You could send him mail and say that he's been drafted to like a war or something. And then he'll go to there and it'll be you there. And there's actually no war. You can do a lot of little things like that. Whatever is in the current events.
Fantasizing you've been doing about how to get him to you.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
There's been a lot of wars that have occurred, and I've thought, oh, what if I had just stopped wasting my time with all this witch stuff, and I had just made him show up to some fake army base? Well, who knows?
I mean, I think it'd be better if you sent him something in the mail that was like, you won $1 million, because at the point you were alive in, a scam like that wouldn't be normal, right?
Mm-hmm.
You'd be like at the forefront of that. So if he's like, I won $1 million, which back then would be, what, $1 trillion?
Probably.
Then he'd definitely just show up to wherever that is.
You sound insane. John does not care about money like that.
I
That's not his
insane?
vibe at all.
You're trying to draft him into a war.
But we're just not materialistic. That's all. Those aren't values
But
that
he has
we
a
share.
bloodlust?
Of course. We're Catholic. We all have a bloodlust.
Yeah,
That's literally the whole thing.
You should know that.
Actually, well, I don't know if they were in. Were they Catholic? Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Abigail, I mean,
They probably were.
I don't know. It's just you're very notorious down here in hell. A lot of us devils. It's just you've got a bit of a mean streak. Come on, you know it because you've been walking around. You say things like I remember you just went live the other day and you kept talking about how all these devils give you the ick or all these demons give you the ick, and it's like, duh. Of course, they're icky, they're gross, but you keep saying that and it makes people feel bad.
You say it like it's a bad thing, and down here, that's usually a good thing.
I'm just I just feel like there's a lot of gossip down here, and if people have problems with me, if all these little demons and succubi and incubi and whoever else has a problem with me, then why don't they just come and say it to my face?
Wow, would you
I love feedback.
Well,
I love feedback.
Probably because you have 4 gigantic trolls as security.
That's true.
Those are very dear friends of mine.
They are here right now, and they have been eyeballing me and Ian.
Oh, yeah.
They're so nice. They're so friendly. They literally would not hurt a fly unless.
I've held back on some of my stupid stories because I'm pretty sure that they would be angry with me if I did. Like, I've been beaten up so many times today, I don't feel like bringing another one on myself, you know?
I know, but if you piss me off again, who knows what could happen?
Okay.
Who knows? Who knows?
Okay.
Because it took a lot of time. I had a lot of bookings that I could have attended in hell. I literally had like a cabana show that I was going to be doing. There was a pool party that I was meant to attend.
Yeah, there was.
And I did not do it so that I could attend this. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I was literally supposed to perform at a 13-year-old's bat mitzvah. I did not so that I could come here. I had a lot of things going on.
Thank you. I mean, I know what a good time a 13-year-old's bat mitzvah is.
You have no idea.
I've been to several.
I'm curious about your performance circuit. We did want to give you an opportunity to plug your upcoming tour that you've kind of been doing. So is there anything you want to say about the upcoming tour that you have down here in hell or the performance circuit that you're going to be doing, around town?
I want all my Boston bitches to show up and show out and come to my tour. We are going to be taking over all the 7 levels of hell,
right?
Purgatory, all of it.
Wow.
Wherever you're at, we're coming to you. And it's kind of like I'm the Brene Brown of hell, where I tell stories. I'm here to uplift people more than anything, help them release shame and realize you're here because people are jealous of you. You didn't do anything wrong, no matter what anyone wants to tell you, whether you got in a car accident and killed a bunch of people, or if you're Mussolini, whoever you are, if you just look in the mirror and decide you love yourself, then there's no guilt to be had. And that's what I'm here to teach people.
Well, hey, denizens of hell, throughout all 7 layers, you can get available now only on Ticketmaster, the Burnt and Bitter Tour starring Abigail. Get your tickets now. They cost $666, only on Ticketmaster. And we'll be right.
Wow! So they're gonna upcharge you $666,000%.
Right. It's actually $0, but then it's just a giant service fee.
It's just a convenience fee for the website.
It's so convenient to have to just drain your bank account and your life savings to go see one of the shows.
We'll be right back with more Nether Region Pod right after this. Hey, welcome back to the Nether Region Podcast. With us still is Abigail. Thank you for getting off your phone, your hell phone, and joining us, Abigail.
What? You guys are literally, like, you have 10 more minutes with me before I'm going to call my hell Uber and get out of here.
Well, I've waited for a million years to book you. And I will get the full hour, Abigail.
Fine. If I signed a contract, I'll complete it. Fine.
Yeah, you signed it in blood and in spirit.
Contracts down here, Ian, very powerful.
Right. And
you're always trying to skirt around them, but as you can see, can't get around a contract.
I'm a businesswoman first and foremost.
That's true. You were actually promoting your new women's hell boxing league.
It's a small little fight club that I started with some close personal friends of mine.
Okay.
I will be having Queen Elizabeth and Betty White fighting to the death, but we're obviously not going to die, so we'll do it again next week. And we'll just see what happens. But tickets are available on my website. There is a link tree in my bio. And if you want to click the link, then you can sign up for the fight club. It's all in good fun.
Do you stream on Fuck YouTube or?
We are on Fuck YouTube. We're also on evilbitchcunt.com. Wherever you want, wherever you're streaming things, that's where we'll be.
I didn't know they got the .com. I thought they were still .live.
We were .gov for a while.
Oh, you were
.org.
.gov.
We were a governmental organization.
That's right.
We had federal funding. We had a grant
That makes
funding.
sense.
It's a whole thing. Yeah. Anyway, this is serious, and it's not a laughing matter.
We're not laughing.
And
Who's
we
laughing?
are girls at the fights. It's not bad vibes at all.
This is sponsored by Soulcoin, right? So you don't have to
yeah.
you don't have to put a penny down or
Not at all.
Sorry, a
Not at
gremlin
all.
yen down or whatever.
Just sign, and there's some fine print about things that you might be agreeing to, but it's not even super important. But just when you buy the tickets, you sign up for some stuff, and there's a convenience fee, and it's all good. So don't worry about it.
Yeah, but I did. One of the centaurs I hang out with, who hangs me out of windows, they were asking me.
Is that what they call that game?
Yeah, they hang me out of windows,
Okay.
and all the blood rushes to my head, and my head
Right.
explodes, and
Yeah.
then they drag me back up, and they rebuild my head, and they do it again.
Wow.
And it's
And
fun
these
for
are your
them.
friends.
Well, it's as close to friends
Makes me
as
think
I
of
get.
my high school experience. That sounds fun.
But they were saying that you were like a part of the whole Ethereum tanking, and they were saying that they actually lost a lot of their death savings because, and they blamed you personally.
I think they should talk to my lawyers. I don't speak on matters like that. I think that's actually really inappropriate of you to even bring up right now.
It's tacky that I brought it
It's very
up.
tacky. Gauche, I guess.
You are chuggy.
Yeah, it's also ultimately
I'm
really cringe.
chuggy?
Pretty cringe, pretty embarrassing.
I'm cringe.
Ian, you're giving ick.
You're being
Hey, hey,
Huh?
hey!
Abigail, right? Me?
Yeah.
Come on.
Ick is one of those aloha
You're coming to the
situations.
real party. You're not coming to the fake party.
Yeah.
You get to come to the real one.
I'm cool. Whatever.
Hey,
I'll see if it fits
Even
into
if
my
I get to
schedule.
come and you all like spit on me or something, like that's
Yeah,
fine.
okay. And the cool kids talking. I'm at the cool kids table.
You're getting it.
I'm getting it.
I'll be at the loser kids table too. That's fine. I would take that at this point.
Ian, wow, so desperate. Oh, jeez. No, Ian, we're not going to collab, dude.
We do collab.
We're not going to collab.
We have a
now.
podcast together.
You guys need to work out your drama. I hate drama.
Jeez, Ian, look what you did. Now I'm out.
I don't like drama.
You hate
I
drama.
hate drama more. I hate gossip. I hate drama. I hate
How do you feel about
fighting.
comedy?
How do you feel about improv comedy?
Oh my god.
Oh,
yeah,
boy.
that's okay. We can
I don't
agree
think
on
they
that.
even had that back when I was
Wow,
alive.
you're lucky. Well, okay, Abigail, listen, we've only got so much time with you, so we do need to get moving here. You might not like drama, you might not like different things, but I hope you like a good game.
Sure, it depends.
we
I
got
love
a sure.
sleepover party games.
Okay.
Like when you
MASH?
prank people. No, like when there's someone sleeping over at your place, and then you tell them that, oh my god, everyone, and you wake them up while they're sleeping. You say your whole family died, and then they wake up and they're like so scared, and then you're like, oh my god, I was just kidding.
I've
And then
heard of
they
that. That's a human
cry
game.
in front of everyone.
right.
It's so
and
funny.
you're like, get your things. Your grandma's downstairs to pick you up.
You gotta go. You gotta
yeah,
go.
like you got don't even bother getting dressed. Just throw on my mom's big coat.
I know. And then we're all just laughing and laughing. Oh my god.
Wow.
Memories. I miss being alive.
Right. And there's a group of you that does that to one person, right? Yeah.
That's really fun. It's fun for everyone equally.
We are going to do that kind of to Ian right now.
Cool.
We're going to make him spin the wheel of torture.
Great. I'm so happy to do this again.
Ian's going to spin the wheel of torture. It's going to land on a random game. We don't know which one. We have no idea. And we're going to play a little game. So, Ian.
It's such a large wheel. There's only one technique I've really found only one way to spin it without getting hurt. So, hi-ya!
Yeah, doesn't miss Piggy, and round it goes. Where it stops.
What?
I usually say like nobody knows, but that's stupid.
Yeah, that was weird.
Where it stops, nobody knows. Oh God, has it stopped yet? Oh, there it goes. Okay. This is a good one. I think this is gonna be good. We're gonna salvage everything. This is Am I Going to Hell?
Not this one.
No,
This is the
great.
third time.
Well,
This
yeah,
is the
Ian.
first third time one.
Ian, there's millions of options.
There are
but
millions of options, and we have gotten onto this one 3 times.
Ian, those are the odds, baby. I don't know what to tell you.
The odds are bafflingly low.
I don't know what to tell you. I'm not a betting
I
man.
probably have a better chance of guessing your true name and guessing the way I died and breaking out of hell than we do of hitting the same segment 3 times.
I don't know, Ian. Well, listen, Abigail, this is a very fun game, but before we get to it, we got to do a little bit dog and pony show here. We're gonna make Ian sing.
Oh my God! Really?
I know, but it's pretty funny, right? Because
okay, yeah, we're not even gonna laugh at you.
Because
Just sing.
it's like, oh wow, you really did a good job, Ian. Oh man, you know.
Am I going to hell just because I tuck my boner in the waistband of my pants? Am I going to hell just because my body is feeling all these new feelings and changing in new and different ways? Parents don't understand that just because I'm 35 and have been through puberty already, that my feelings are totally valid. Am I going to hell? Oh yeah, no. Am I going to hell?
Wow, Abigail.
That's as good as it gets
Notes
for me.
for Ian. I mean,
Honestly, that was less embarrassing than I thought it would be.
wow.
And that's the nicest thing I can think of to say right now.
That is so nice of you.
And I was thinking to
you.
have my little troll dogs eat you after this, but I just decided no.
Whoa.
Because I think that was cool that you shared vulnerability.
Well, we can
with
still
us.
make that happen, Abigail.
Thank you
'cause
for
that would
having
be
them
great.
only gnaw my leg a little bit.
course.
I mean, it hurts like razors, but the sentiment I feel even stronger than it biting to my leg.
Stop. Down, boys. Down.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
They listen.
Wow. Well, Abigail, I've got a human story from the cesspool of hell that is Reddit, and we're gonna read it, and we're gonna decide collectively, but mostly for you to decide if this person deserves to go to hell. So this one is titled, "Am I the asshole for cheating on my GF in The Sims 4?" Now, are you familiar with the game The Sims?
Of course, I'm familiar with The Sims.
Yeah, I imagine you have a long history torturing your Sims.
Of course. And anyone with an active internal mind loves The Sims and is able to build worlds. I love building worlds. More than anything, I have an active imagination and a capacity for creation that scares people. So The Sims is a good place for me to even use my energy instead of ruining people's lives. So sometimes when I'm bored of ruining real people's lives, I just go and play The Sims and kill them.
Yeah. You used to stream your Sims games on Twitch, but then you got kicked off. And then you moved to Kick,
Yeah.
but then you got kicked off of Kick.
Of course. And that is where I grew most of my fan base
That's
on
right.
most of these platforms, and they follow me wherever I go.
That's
It's
right.
really the platforms decide I'm done, but the fans are fine with whatever I'm
Sure.
doing because they understand my heart is good and my intentions are pure.
My question is,
Yeah.
why cheat on the spouse in The Sims when you can just pause it and see them naked?
The Sims?
Yeah, you do the cheat code where you can move things while they're using them, and you see them naked.
I don't know, Ian, but let's see what OP says in this posting. So they were saying, I was playing RimWorld recently and decided to go back to The Sims for a while and try out the 4th version of it. So I, as probably many Sim players across the world, made a version of myself in the game, went into the world to live my life. A couple hours passed by, and I'm getting better at my job, learning how to cook, and I got an in-game virtual, non-real life existent girlfriend. Wow.
I love.
I love spending multiple hours learning how to cook in a virtual environment instead of doing it where it really matters in the real world.
Some people have lots of free time and they use it differently, and I don't judge. I really don't judge that at all.
Okay.
I just hate that you guys are being so judgmental to our friend on Reddit.
I didn't say anything yet.
But you literally have pissed me off so much that I'm just going to assume that you had some bullshit to say. Sorry for swearing. Fuck.
Yeah.
I did have some bullshit to say.
I could tell.
So my real GF sees. Sorry, I missed. You know what happens next.
Oh, you know what happens next.
What happens next. They're fucking in the virtual world. So my real GF sees that. I'm playing The Sims. She likes the game as well and starts to watch me playing. We're talking, having fun, and then it happened. she saw the quote-unquote bitch that was in my Sims house. At first, she was a little mad, but didn't show it, I guess. Me, not seeing any signs of annoyance. Ian, did you write this? Started interacting with an in-game GF, and she kissed me. Then my real-life GF flipped the fuck out. I'm not going to go into details here, but she's still not talking to me, and it's the day after. I tried to talk to her about it, explaining that it was just a game. Even saying that I will break up with my virtual girlfriend. But nothing is working. What do we think, folks? Abigail, I mean, what would you say if you found John Proctor, your beloved ex, who's not really your ex, potentially dating someone else in the virtual world?
That story made me sick to my stomach,
Wow.
and I wish you had told me that it was going to be something disgusting like that before you brought me here, something so triggering to me and my personal experience. And of course, my lawyers will be speaking to you.
No, I don't.
And my dog will be speaking to you as well.
If it's so triggering to you, have you thought about working on this, like in your manifesting or therapy or anything? And
I don't think there's anything I need to fix. I think that triggers need to remove themselves from my life so that I don't become activated.
I just think trying to change all of hell, so that you
Stop pissing me off!
Okay.
Wow. Big flames shooting out of Abigail's eyes as she yells at Ian.
I think that she was being incredibly respectful and kind to him by the fact that he's even able to type this message, because that means he still has his fingers.
Wow.
I think that if he's cheating on her in any game or in any reality, then he should be in the deepest pits of hell, and he should have my dogs eating his skin and face off, and he should be in my little fight club, and all the ladies in my fight club should kick the shit out of him.
Wow.
And yes, John Proctor was technically married when we were together, but he hated his wife and he was always going to leave her for me. So I just think the record should show that he wasn't even cheating, because he actually never even loved her. And I don't even remember how they met, and he doesn't remember either. And the kids that they had, he didn't even like them that much either. He hated them. And I think that's really sweet of him.
Yeah, we read your twit longer on the whole thing, Abigail.
Yeah.
We know the whole story about that whole thing.
My favorite line from the movie is when he goes, "I knew her!" And it means he fucked you.
I don't know what movie you're talking about. It sounds like an old people movie or something.
Yeah, certainly not an Academy Award-winning performance.
Ian, you famously are a precocious
Actually, I don't think it was.
You are a precocious
Sounds like a flop film that nobody watched.
And a
Full of lies.
You are famously a precocious little scamp and a little annoying imp.
I'm not that precocious.
No, you're very precocious. So,
Precocious implies young.
oh.
And this would
Thank
make
you.
it clear that no one here is young except for me.
Thank you.
So,
All right. Fair enough. I'll take that dig, Abigail. But Ian,
I've
what
always
do you
been an
think?
old soul.
What do you think about this situation here? Do you think
I mean,
they deserve to go to hell?
Getting mad at your boyfriend for for his avatar dating a digital person. Because it's not really dating. There's no actual emotional attachment involved.
Right.
It's simply a life simulation.
a life simulation. He's simulating life with another woman.
Right. Well,
That's
Abigail,
cheating.
this is coming from a guy who dated his Neopet, so
And that wasn't romantic to you?
No, but I felt like I was life partners with my Tamagotchi, and my Tamagotchi was pretty upset about it.
So you're going to take this person's advice, someone who's having sex with big dogs and animals?
I'm not. I'm here to take no advice, Abigail. I'm just looking to
And you know what?
open up the court.
The
of
adult
public
that was
opinion.
chatting me up on Habbo Hotel was upset about my Tamagotchi and my Neopet relationship.
This is cheating. This is a web of lies and cheating. I hate lies and I hate cheaters.
Abigail is not happy.
I mean, John Proctor's kind of a cheater.
No, he's not a cheater because he was never even with her,
Whoa.
technically.
Oh, did he ever know her, though? He had kids with her.
I don't. No, the way he told me that happened was it was like a whole thing, and they never even kissed. They literally never even kissed, and it just happened how it happened, and they never kissed and they never touched each other.
You know what? Because of the way that your troll hounds are looking at me, I'm gonna believe you.
So say that John Proctor never had sex with her.
Okay.
Say it.
John Proctor never knew her.
Never
okay?
knew
in a
her.
biblical sense.
Okay.
Or a Shakespearean sense. I don't know.
Perfect.
In
Let
an
the
Arthur Miller
record
sense.
state. Good. So we all agree, right?
Yes, I'm.
Say it.
Yeah, John Proctor never knew his wife.
Never knew his wife. John Proctor never knew his wife.
John Proctor never knew his wife.
John Proctor never knew his wife.
John Proctor never knew his wife.
Perfect. I feel a lot more calm now. Thanks. I was scared I was going to lose my temper earlier,
no,
but
we don't
luckily
want
I
that.
didn't at all.
All right. Well, listeners, email us at netherregionpod@gmail.com. Please use the subject line, John Proctor never to his wife. And let us know what you think. Clearly, this person deserves to go to hell. They likely are already down here. And apologies to Abigail. One of the things we're trying to do with this podcast here, Abigail, is, I'm trying to raise my my social clout a little bit. Maybe try to raise the value of Ian's soul. We are going to try to create a little torture scenario for Ian. Live on the air here, Abigail. So the only thing I need to know from you
Live on the air, it's tormenting Ian. This is pre-recorded.
So what I need to know from you is, what is your personal hell?
My personal hell is anytime I'm in a situation and the attention is not completely on me and about me the whole time. So that happens to me often. And when I was on Earth, I felt like I was in hell constantly. Like when I was at someone else's birthday party, or maybe someone else had recently gotten pregnant or something, or been chosen to be married. If famously John
Right.
Proctor wasn't able to marry me because of extenuating circumstances. So I had to go to other people's weddings, and that was fine. No, that was hell. That was hell for me. Being at anyone's wedding, being at anyone's birthday, being in any event that's not completely and solely about me and doesn't have my fans and my loyal followers who love me and know me,
And are forced to be there sometimes.
who love me and know me,
Sure.
and are here by choice, right, 2 Chainz?
He's nodding.
He loves
He's
me.
afraid, but he's nodding.
He's technically nodding.
Technically.
So anyway, I guess that would be my personal hell.
Okay. Wow. Jeez, I think this is pretty much in line with Ian. 'cause-
Even right now, when you're talking, that's my hell. Because I'm not talking.
Oh.
When Ian's talking and I'm not talking,
Right.
that's my hell.
So, okay, when the focus isn't on you.
Weirdly, a woman being mean to me is kind of my heaven.
I hate making men happy.
I'm not anymore, I promise. I'm never really happy, okay?
Yeah, I don't think Ian's ever been happy a day in his life.
Good.
Or my death.
So, okay, how about this, Ian? What if there was a
Okay.
massive
I'm listening.
magnifying...
Keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Can I...
I'm taking it all in.
is there any way that I can...
I wasn't going to cut you off there.
Oh, okay. How about there's a giant magnifying glass and it's looking over you 24/7, and it's being live streamed like the Truman Show. Okay, no, yeah,
Even when I'm like picking at my teeth and biting
Yep.
my nails.
Yep. Even when you're.
Even when I'm like picking my little earwax out.
Yep.
Actually, my big earwax out.
That's right.
Even when I'm really getting in there.
Yeah, you have a very Shrek lifestyle.
Yeah, when I
you're-
itch my butt and smell my fingers.
Yep.
There's a lady present. Ugh.
I'm sorry. I don't.
Just because I watch
Yeah.
live beheadings to calm down does not mean that I'm not a lady.
That's right. I'm so sorry for bringing up.
That's true. In the French
Shrek.
Revolution, some of the women could really enjoyed watching some of the more gruesome public murders and executions more than the
Right.
men. So is said.
Yeah. We understand pain and suffering in a way that men could never understand.
That's true. So, Ian, you're in a Truman Show-like experience where there's a magnifying glass on you at all times, and you
Even when
wake
I'm
up-
masturbating to Sims 4 girlfriends.
Even when you're masturbating
Cheating.
to Sims 4 girlfriends.
Even when I'm cheating
cheating.
with. Yeah. Okay.
You're in the Truman Show, basically, but you have a giant magnifying glass that's over you at all times.
I do like attention,
You do.
but I am embarrassed by the things I do when I'm alone.
Right.
So that's pretty tough. And I don't want to get burnt by the sun with the magnifying glass either. So it's a sort of extra layer I don't think you meant for there to be, but like, an unintended consequence,
Right.
if you will. Also, I've got perfect vision. So if I look up at the magnifying glass, that's going to make it kind of difficult on my vision. Everything's going to look warped. So I wouldn't like that either.
Yeah.
Wow. I gotta say, this is like one half-eaten completely burnt blueberry Pop-Tart. It's rough. I would still eat it because I like burnt, like singed things a bit.
Okay.
But I'm talking, this is really burnt.
Okay.
And I don't even know it consists, like the jelly's like dry.
Yeah.
Is it jelly? What's in a Pop-Tart?
Yeah, it's like a jelly.
They didn't have those when I was around. I think if I had a Pop-Tart now and had that much processed sugar, I'd explode.
I think you're probably right. Your bowels would not know what to do.
There's not a lot that could kill me, but I think if I had a single Pop-Tart, I could die down here.
That and fire. Mm-hmm. Wow.
Well, I don't know about you, but I just heard the sound of a Hellcat. Wow, it oddly is not getting along with Abigail's troll
No,
dogs.
they're actually protecting me. An unintended consequence.
Unintended consequence.
Of the troll dogs.
That reminds me of improviser and comedian Elim Almedom. I don't know about you, Abigail, but what does that sound of a Hellcat remind you of?
That sound reminds me of this gorgeous little thing who does improvise named Elim Almedom, who is in an improv duo called Women of a Certain Age.
Yeah.
And they're the nicest girls, just like Abigail, just like me. So if you like girls, and you like women who are nice always, then you should follow at Women of a Certain Age Improv on Instagram, and then you'll see all their shows. They perform weekly at the Thursday show at Logan Square Improv, and they're putting up sketch and other shows at other theaters. So you should follow them and see what they're up to, because they're just the nicest, sweetest little things, and they wouldn't even hurt a fly.
Okay. And
Just like me.
Yeah, while I was alive, I saw them perform, and I would highly recommend it. Okay,
Yeah.
they've got great chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
You'd think they've been working together for 10 years, but it's only a couple.
wow, high praise
High
from
praise.
Ian.
Even though I don't respect you at all, I'll take the compliment.
Well, it wasn't about you.
You're literally pissing
You
me
don't just
off.
take
She
compliments
likes that
for
thing.
all
I take
women.
any compliment that anyone has,
Right.
ever.
It doesn't
That's
matter
my
if
whole
the,
thing.
if the compliment was for something in the room or whatever.
So if I'm like, oh, I love this sandwich. This is a delicious sandwich. You're like, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Because she's eating it, therefore it's about her.
If you ate it around me, your experience is probably improved because I was there.
Sure.
Who knows how you would have felt if you were eating that sandwich when I wasn't there? Anything that happens in my presence is because of me, and that is normal. Say that is normal.
That is normal.
Thank you.
Ian, does that sound of a Hellcat remind you of anything?
Actually, it reminds me of my family up on Earth, who
yeah.
is busy just trying to pay off the enormous debt I left over from, just frivolously spending with credit cards and taking out high interest loans and PPO loans during the pandemic or whatever those were. And, I just borrowed as much money as I could and spent it on the dumbest shit I could. And my family, they're just wrecked. They're just wrecked with all that interest and the debt collectors coming after them.
Yeah.
So they've actually turned to petty crimes recently. The most recent being insurance fraud. They keep trying to run in front of cars and get hit by cars, and then
Yeah, your former wife, Natalie, really likes
she's my widow.
Your widow, Natalie, really loves to fucking jump in front of buses.
Yeah, she jumps in front of buses, and the buses are always like, "Oh, a beautiful woman! I'm gonna stop just in time." And she's like, "Fuck! I wanted to get hit by a bus. I'm Natalie. I talk like this." And that's what she sounds like, which is obviously gorgeous.
I don't know. I've never met her.
So
I guess I'll say yeah.
Right. So, and then I've had my mom, she jumped in front of a car. She did the whole sort of cinematic hit by the car, roll over the top, fall off the back of it. But due to a technicality, the case was thrown out. So she's all fucked up, but didn't get a penny out of it. So anyway, they're resorting to all this stuff to try to pay off my debts. So luckily, they have access to my Venmo at Hamilchin. Please send any amount of money that you can to that account so that they can help pay off my debt.
Wow.
Because I fucked them up good.
Regular Sarah McLaughlin over here. I can't wait to donate to that campaign. Well, as always, you can email us, netherregionpod@gmail.com. You can find us on the social media hellscape or the hellscape that is social media, at Nether Region Pod. And then, of course, I would be remiss if I didn't mention...
Say it.
Please skullfuck the...
Like button.
Comment, rate, review, 5 stars.
Finger bang your little
Finger bang the
keyboard so
keyboard.
you write a review on Apple Podcasts.
On Apple Podcasts or Spotify or wherever the fuck you find podcasts. And another podcast in the bank. How we feeling?
I feel terrible.
Thanks, Ian.
The dogs are gnawing at my leg, but I am not screaming.
Hey, your dogs are barking. Okay, we're having
Actually
fun.
tearing at my face.
Abigail, how are you feeling?
The worst I've ever been.
Oh,
Wow. So
wow. The way she says that with a smile, at first you're like, oh, wow. Like, okay. And then it's one of those things where you're going to go to sleep at night, and then you're going to be like, wait a minute. She was making fun of me.
Me?
Aw.
I'd never.
Well, there's only one last thing to say because we have to get out of here. Otherwise, I'm going to be charged for a whole nother hour with Abigail, and that's get the hell out of here.